Can bring another player because in this position for our, especially Jaime for the big injury and the historical from John and Nathan that they are not quite reliable to be weeks in, week out, to be ready to play. We are in the position that's a difficult one, but it's what it is. So I think mainly because with this incredible schedule for many years, the players at the end are human beings. They cannot sustain this demanding situation for a long time.
Just Larry. Oh, just there, please.
Hi, Pep. The Champions League is where the whole world got to know Erling and his talent. Do you remember the moment where you saw him for the first time, where he caught your eye for the first time?
Well, I remember in one game, like I was in the locker room after one game I don't remember, I said, there's one guy who scored 3 or 4 goals, a young one. I remember that. Yeah.
Against Genk in the Champions League, no?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just there, please. Guys, take the mic off each other.
How serious are Kyle and John's injuries?
I think John is not much, and Kyle is not much too, but I don't know, we'll be ready for Saturday or the game or Dortmund and Wolves before the international break, so we'll see.
What particularly is it? What injuries have they got? Is it muscular injury for both of them?
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Pep. You've always said to us that the Premier League is the priority, but you know we're here at the start of another
Champions League. We have to win the Champions League. I know.
But I mean, when you come so close with your history in the competition as well, you've been in the final with Manchester City, semi-final. How much harder does it get each time you get closer, and how much more difficult is it to motivate yourself? But how much harder is it to win every year?
Sport, not just football, gives you always, if you are involved, another opportunity. So in football, in sport, you lose more than win in your careers, and so it's a difficult competition. It's a pride to be here again, and we're going to try like we're trying since the day one. And for seasons we didn't get much longer, and the last year we were last stages and try to perform well. See, this is worse, you know. If we're going to win, I don't know. So it will depend on the pitch. Tomorrow, the next game against BVB, the games Copenhagen, Sevilla at home. So it will depend on our performance, and if it's good, we deserve it, and if it's not good, we'll go home, and we will get some punishments through the fans, media, and whatever, and keep going. So, and after a while, new game coming, and move forward. So, important is tomorrow start a competition. Like last season, we fought a lot to be here, like Sevilla, for example, and now we try to enjoy it, knowing how difficult it will be, because the teams in Spain always are so tough. They dominate Europe in the last 10, 50 years like never another country in the world. I would love to have the historical in Europe like Sevilla has. Manchester City, we are far away what they have done in Europe. This stadium is more than magnificent in terms of spectators. I don't know if you have been here before, but tomorrow, don't miss one chance the big spectacle that is played in this stadium, and try to do a good game and try to make the first 3 points.
Pep, we've seen the impact the likes of Messi and Ronaldo have had over the years in this competition, and how they can at times be the difference. Erling's got something like 23 goals in 19 games in the competition. He's been extraordinary in it so far. Can a player like that help make that little millimetre difference when a game's particularly tight or difficult, which you've obviously encountered in recent seasons? Could he be a game changer for you?
Listen, all the players that came on this season, but the club decided to bring him is to try to make us better. Otherwise, would be no sense. That help is going to help us to win the title. So I don't know. Always I believe. So if rely on the Erling shoulders, we are not going to win the Champions League. So what to do is do it well to help him to create more chances, and he score goals, and hopefully can do it. But so he came here because we convinced him, because he felt we didn't have much strikers. He could, play with us and try to be involved in our way we're playing, and settle good like happened with Julian, what's happened with the other new players, I understand completely that everyone talk about Erling. I understand, but I have a 3, 4, 5 new players, and I consider it the same to settle as quick as possible. And hopefully he can help us, of course it is. But it's not going to win just for Erling, you're not going to win just for Erling. This is my feeling. So, but we have a special quality, and maybe in the important games, and he can solve maybe the problems that we have. Yeah, definitely. But if we don't play good, we are not going to win the games in the Champions League or even the Premier League.